We are coming up on the release of Project Motor Racing, the next installment of the Project Car series, and I thought it would be a pretty neat thing to hop into Project Cars 2, the last installment of the series that I've ever played. It was also the first simulator that I've ever played, way back in, I don't know, I was 15 at the time, so that was 7 years ago. I can't math right now. Anywho, um, but yes, this is going to be a quick little review of how I feel about the game after being away from it for so long, and is it actually good as I remember it? So I just finished reinstalling it, and yeah, I'm gonna do stuff. So by the looks of it, the last time I played, I had I think it's the Renault something GT. I can't remember what the fuck it's called at Red Bull Ring. However, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna do something I'm kind of used to. Alright, so for the first race, I'm going to be doing a GTO race at Le Mans. Now, Le Mans is a track that I'm pretty familiar with. I've raced it a good amount in LMU. I've raced it a good amount in iRacing. Hell, someone even ported the map into BeamNG, and I've raced it there plenty. However, the caveat is the car. I have never driven a GTO class car before in any sim title. But hey, I'm gonna give it a try. Uh, hell, even iRacing is GTOs. I haven't touched. I have the cars, but I've never touched them yet. Surprise, surprise. I'm lazy. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna hop into this one. Throw myself straight into the fire with a car with no assists. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw myself into this. Have some fun. All right. I've chosen roll and start instead of standing start for this. So I'm in zero control of the car here. This is all AI. God, why'd you throw me in the middle of the corner? You game. Okay. Comes to the middle. I don't have an H pattern, so don't comment me in the comments. I'm already getting past one of the Mustangs here, or not. He's still side by side with me to turn one. Oh, the tire. That's not what I meant to do. There's still one on the inside. Give room to Dunlop chicane. Pedals the metal again. I'm clear. Oh, I'm hitting the other Mustang here. Hanging off the red limiter like an idiot. Gotta love it. Oh, what do you... sir, why did you hit the brakes in that corner? Sir. Sticking up your nose in a place where I shouldn't stick it. Okay. I passed one of those Mustangs. Here comes another. Right up on his bumper there. So I can get him in the braking zone. Oh, way too deep. Way too deep. I've spun it. Oh, Lord. Where am I going? Why am I still spinning? Come on, game. Let me in. Looks like we got one hell of a recovery to go on here. Oh, God. I'm way down the last. That was a bit odd. I was nowhere near full throttle and it said, you're gonna keep spinning because I feel like it. Right up on the back of this Diablo. Zoom on by. And right up next to the next one. Stick it up the inside. Oh my word. Still there, so into Indianapolis. He's pushing the outside. Oh, make contact. Keep it together, keep it together. Okay. Woo! That was overly ambitious on my part. I'll take responsibility for that one. Send it down the inside of the first Porsche curves, nudge him wide like an idiot. like a Lance Stroll. Oh Lord. Understeer a little bit, twitchy in the rear. Woo! Right up on the back of that Diablo. Stick up the inside into the next corner, and he gives me the room. Ooh, touching on the grass there. That's another Diablo. Where are the brakes? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. AI is gone. AI is absolutely gone. But hey, the lead pack is still somewhat within sight here, so. Oh, we got a Diablo sending it up my inside. He's touched my rear bumper. I guess we call that calmer from before on other cars, which is fair. And I'm somehow only 11 seconds off the leader. Okay. I'm trying my best here. I have zero idea what happened there. Did it hit the grass or something?
We think you need to come in. It looks like you've got suspension damage. We do need to look at it first.
Suspension damage. Yep, I can feel it. And that Diablo through there. And I can feel the damage, alright? I'm not driving straight. Not at all. Severe damage, yeah. The game's telling me I have severe damage. I am failing my Nissan Z brethren. Oh God. Porsche curve still. Oh! Fuck! Okay. Oh, I've been hit by another car. I've collected another car and my hood is gone. Oh,
Got
man.
aero damage. Please box. You feel a real difference in the cornering or straight line speed.
Yeah, I can feel it in the corner. I think I hit a curb? Was that a curb that sent me spinning? That's odd. I'm gonna peel into the pits here and retire. There's no way I'm gonna finish this in this condition. Hold on. Oh, and I have zero control in the pits. Okay. 41% engine damage and 50%. Oh my god, front aero damage. That's crazy. I am not liking this pitting at all. Oh, look at that gorgeous car right there. Okay, so they do fuel, tires, and repair, and they have an animation for it, which is pretty cool. You don't really see that in many games these days. However, the repair time is going to take a minute, so I'm going to dip out of this race here and try something else. Alright, so next one I'm going to do is a GT3 class race at Indy Road Course. This game is so old that the track list, or not track list, the car list is kind of outdated. So I am hopping in the Aston Martin Vantage V12 GT3. I've driven this car before a handful of times in ACC. Loved the crap out of it in ACC. I hope I can get some speed and pace out of it in this game. I hope so, because God, I love the V12 Vantage. It is such a beautiful car. It makes a great noise. And yeah, just going to see how it goes in this one at Indy. Alright, again, no control of the car whatsoever. My steering wheel is sideways. No control of the car. The AI is controlling it right now. However, we are in it to hopefully win it here at Indy. I don't know what car that is beside me, but here we go. That is a Cadillac CTSV beside me. Wow. Yeah, talk about old GTs. Oh, what is with the braking in this AI? Being told off for overtaking off track. Why are we all braking for this corner? We should be braking for that corner. Come on. God dang. What are these AI doing? They sure are wild, but holy. That AMG in front spitting flames like crazy. Let's get on this accurate here. Ooh, pushing myself wide. Oh, I get tapped in the rear by that Mercedes. A little argy-bargy here in GT class. Oh my word. Get a little loose on the grass there. Boy, oh boy, listen to that V12 scream, baby. That's what I love about this car. The engine, man. Okay, so I have ABS on, yet it feels like the brakes lock up. Braking feels very finicky. Nothing like ACC. Or iRacing for that matter. Scrub that tire, listen to it squeal. Car on my inside need to be wary, Oh, give him the racing room. Should we give him the racing room? Is that a BMW Z4 GT3? That's in this game? Wow. Like I said, this game's probably a decade old at this point, so I guess that makes sense. I am racing a Vantage GT3, so that makes even more sense. Didn't ask.
May need to start defending from the guy behind. Not too far back, he might make a move.
Very poor braking, holy. I've just put the wheel into the grass. Not good. I'm not doing very good. I swear I'm not that bad. Let's see if we can get some good laps in here, because wow, I need those really bad. I'm already a whole 9 seconds off the guy in front of me. What is going on? Am I just really that bad at this game? There's no way. Because I know the track, and I know how to drive a GT car in these other games. I guess it's just lack of experience. That's all I really got to put it down to. Or lack of experience with this game. Because, like I said, I haven't played this game in 4 or so years, like, properly. You know? Man. Alright, so after that, I finished dead last, and what was it? A whole, what was it, 15 or so seconds off the guy in front of me? I was not that good, was I? Yeah, I'm gonna try one more classic car before finishing this off. And yeah. Alright, so the next one and final class I'm going to do today is called Formula A, which I'm assuming is like a GP2 to Formula 1 middle ground, if I had to guess from last time I remember playing this thing. Um, and we are doing it at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, which is in Spain, of course, everyone's most hated Formula 1 track. Um, but I'm gonna tackle it. I remember being pretty decent with these cars when I used to play, but then again, I had assist on at the time. I don't this time, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we go again. Oh god. Woo! These things are fast. Holy smokes, why am I just blasting past these cars here? Oh my word. Everyone's got their DRS open. What? What's going on here? Woo! Yeah, guys, I'm still kind of learning here. Why does everyone have their DRS open? What is happening? I've lost my front wing. I need to redo this. We just rocket by everyone. Start looks like we're up to P5, 4. Why are they opening their DRS? I'm so confused right now. Why is their DRS open in the corners? It makes no sense. Oh, hello, barging up my inside there. Fair enough. Use a little bit of curves to help give myself a boost there. Cool. Oh, I've been bumped. What the hell? Like I wasn't even there. Let's do some curves here. The car on my inside again. Give him the space. Why is my character taking his hands off the wheel for that? Hey, I'm here. Hello. Jesus. Massive lockup. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Gotta use curves here. Get away from these guys. I don't have a DRS button bound, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Whoa, what do I break? What is that one doing? It just slams on the brakes. What the fuck is that? What are these AI doing? My god. These cars are a handful.
Think about defending from that guy behind.
Okay, we say so. Still don't know where to brake. Oh my word. This is interesting. Ugh. Another massive lockup from your boy. He's tapped me again. I'm so confused. Do some curves here. They've disabled my curves. Come on, let's use the curves, please. Let me use it. Oh my word, again. I know I was being a menace in the GTO race, but these AI are being absolute menaces here. Holy. I have front arrow damage.
That's your best first sector so far. Great job.
Major front arrow points. Oh! In the grass I go. That's on me. Oh, Lord of mercy. Come on! Get out of the grass. My curves have been disabled again. That's kind of unfair. Oh Lord. Lord of mercy. Why? Why does it do that? Oh my god. My curves has been disabled again! Why? That is so unfair. Again! The curse is disabled! What the hell? Oh my word. I'm low-key getting pissed off by this. What? How did I enjoy this when I was a kid? This is awful. I'm gonna be real, this is awful. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this race short because I am not having a good time here. Oh, yeah. Alright, okay. Time for my final thoughts. Alright, now that I have cooled myself down just a little bit after playing that game, I just want to, go over a few things that I've missed. I did not do night races. I did not do wet races. From what I remember in the past, the night races were pretty much the same thing as a day race, but just dark. And as of wet races, I remember it being meh. If I'm trying to compare it to actual sim titles that I've played recently, such as iRacing or ACC or AC or LMU. If memory serves me correctly, is kind of how LMU does it, where grip just gets decreased. There's no like actual water dispersion or dynamics, anything like that. Anyway, back to my actual thoughts. I'm going to start off with the graphics, which I just want to preface that is not my main criteria in a simulator whatsoever. But I will say they're okay. In terms of the sound design, they're also okay. On to my next point, the handling. How do I feel about that? It's not good. It kind of gives me the same feeling as Forza Motorsport 7. The grip feels vague. It's hard to tell how the car is interacting with the road. And when it comes to the thermal dynamics of the tires, when they're cold, you really gotta be on your best behavior. Normally, when you have cold tires, yes, you have a severe loss in grip, but you can also control it fairly easily. In this game, it's just not really there, if so to speak. And when they get warm, sure, you have your grip, but once you just barely get over that threshold, you can say goodbye to your grip again. Showing in some of the races, I think the first one, the GTO race that I did at Le Mans, after the spins I had, it was really hard to find grip again. Overheated tires should not act like you have next to no grip. Nah, games like ACC or AC or LMU or even iRacing, they're twitchy, but they're not at the limits of having no grip whatsoever. Also, I want to point out how the curbs and the grass, if you just dare as look at them wrong, the rear end of your car is going to be in a barrier, which makes no sense whatsoever. Because in actual simulators, you can kind of sort of abuse the use of curbs and grass to help you get through a corner, or you can even get a wheel or two on the grass if you're going to overtake someone on the straight. But if you do that in this game, grip just disappears entirely. That should not happen at all. Even in real life, lower grip surfaces, you don't lose grip entirely. Force feedback. What the hell is the force feedback in this game? The most I get from the force feedback is, hey, there's an impact. Hey, there's a bump in the road. Otherwise, what? What the hell? I had my strength set to 100%, and I'm using a Moza R9 V2, the R9 9 Nm wheel, and it, it feels floaty, to say the least. You have very little feedback coming through your wheelbase into the wheel, and it's very hard to determine when you have a loss of grip or where you are gripping up, and when your brakes lock up, or if your ABS engages, or traction control engages. You can't tell any of that is happening with this game. And I didn't show it on camera because I was holding it back, but it pissed me off to no avail that I had no feedback through my wheel. And it made it a fairly difficult experience. Moving on to the multiplayer, I obviously didn't do anything with it, so I have no opinions there. But I do hear that there is still league racing for this, so get on them. Get on the game and get on them. The final point I want to cover is the AI drivers, which I was racing against in all three races. They're bad. Just to put it simply, they're bad. And to expand on that, the AI, for whatever reason, they seem like they just want to stick to the racing line and nothing else. Nothing else whatsoever. If you can go around them all you want, but they'll just stay right there. That occasionally they'll try to make a move or whatever, but they don't really like to make moves like into a corner or whatever. What they just want to fall back into the racing line and just follow the car in front of them. And moving on to the next point on AI, they they don't avoid accidents in the way you would want them to. They seem like they would rather just slam on the brakes and park on the racetrack until the threat is cleared. This was very apparent in the GTO race where I spun it in Indianapolis, and I was sitting on the side of the track, and the cars that were behind me, they just stayed put until I moved out of the way. That's one, very dangerous, and two, stupid. Why would you do that? And I don't know if if it was some other things, and I remember this fondly from the past, that there's anything that happened like remotely dangerous, they would just slam on the brakes and expect to stop. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then also, I want to point out how this was a very big issue in Project Cars 2, then and still now. The AI cars have a very unfair straight line advantage in speed. In the GTO race, it was kind of apparent. I was getting a good run on a car exiting whatever that corner is that goes onto the Mulsanne straight, and I was gaining on one of the Mustangs, and as soon as I drew near to him, he started gaining back on me, even though I was stuck in his slipstream. Make that make sense? I should be gaining on him the whole time, and when I go over to make the overtake, I should still be gaining on him. And it was even more prevalent in the Formula A race that at the end. They all had a straight line speed advantage because they always had the DRS open, even in the corners, which makes no sense. I knew that Formula One cars of the era were allowed to open up DRS whenever they wanted to during qualifying only. But in this race, they had DRS open almost everywhere on track. And even with my curse boost, I was using the battery boost, they would still gain no matter what. And that's just something they never bothered to fix. I've seen it in forums when I was looking up the issue years and years ago. So many people were pointing out this issue. And I distinctly remember turning the AI difficulty all the way down and finding a track with a really, really long straight. They would still pull away from me as if I had like a bad engine problem or something. It's just dumb. Very dumb. For a final rating, I would give this thing a 5 out of 10. And what I call it a simulator, I would call it a simcade at best, like Forza Motorsport. And that's the kindest I can be in my rating. So far, from the previews we've seen in the early access and early builds of Project Motor Racing, it seems like they're carrying a good amount of what I've mentioned into Project Motor Racing. But then again, it's early access. No, there are only a select few who got to see it, but from the previews we've seen, it seems like they're copy pasting the AI programming into Project Motor Racing, which is not good. Other people have pointed it out. And it seems like they're taking the tire and handling dynamics, not quite 100% copy paste, but it looks very, very similar. And I really hope to fuck that PMR delivers, because right now it doesn't look promising. It looks like another Project Cars 2 clone. Another shit show produced by the wank known as Ian Bell. Thank you for watching. Those are my thoughts, and I will never be playing this game again. I don't know why I bought it.